Hey collective, happy 4th of July. I am glad to be here. I can't stay long. I'm getting ready to leave to go watch the fireworks with my kiddos and my nephew and his friends, so it's going to be fun. I'm going to have something like this in the background from now on. I am in the midst of moving, so I'm going through things, moving things around. I'm getting a better one. I don't like this one. It's not really big enough, so you will see this from now on, but the other one has shelving. It's so pretty. There is some messages. I keep getting something for a Suzanne or Suzette. Maybe they call you Susie Q. I'm hearing it's time to shine. What you're hearing is absolutely correct. Don't doubt what you're feeling intuitively and the signs that you're receiving. It's important and vital that you take that. It's going to be a big leap of faith. So how it looks on the outside is not going to be what comes about. 101 as I say that. So the 0 represents your choice, universal choice. And the ones, 101, so 0, my face, 101, you have to make the choice to walk through that doorway. That doorway may be something that is very unfamiliar, seems scary, but Source has got it here. The story's already ready. Everything that you need, your dreams are coming true. Everything's ready for you to take hold of. You're over here and just need to close that gap vibrationally. Okay? You are going to have to make some choices, some very quick choices here in the future that are going to feel scary. It's going to feel like, everything's in limbo, but bam, all of a sudden this manifestation comes in and it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. It's everything that you've been wanting, and it's coming about in a way that maybe you had not expected, but it's important that you listen to that guidance. Another thing I'm getting, and this is in general, I'm also getting, there's a lot of trauma stored in the hips right now, and they need you to swing those hips, okay? Like put your Shakira on and dance to some Hips Don't Lie, do some yoga. There's a lot of things that you can do to remove that stored trauma. And I just bought some chakra tuning forks and some material, some books to read on that. I will be bringing that to the channel and letting you guys know what I learned and how effective it is. And right now, I want all of you to listen to this. You are experiencing things that may not feel great. There's a lot of shakeup right now. 44 on the clock as I say that. There's a lot of shakeup right now, but you're learning to do your shadow work through these experiences. So let me give you an example. The last video I posted, I even said this in the video. I had no idea that I was going to go through something like it, but I said something to the effect, do you know when you have all of these stressors happening at one time and you're all wadded up inside and you've got all this stuff going on, and one person says something to you and bam, you just unleash misdirected anger on them. And it's like, maybe somebody says something about, hey, did you sweep the carpet? Or, it could be anything. Totally menial. I had a day where my daughter was testing me so bad, and it was going on for hours. And I was doing great. I was multitasking, going with the flow, but then she just kept wanting this, wanting that. Stop what you're doing, Mom, take me here. Stop, go over here, get my bike, take me over there, do this. And I didn't have time. My son had to go to speech therapy that day. Well, I ended up leaving like 12 to 15 minutes late, something like that. And it's in Milford, which is far from me. And I didn't want to be late. So here I am trying to get the directions on my phone, and I'm all wadded up inside. I'm angry because the stuff that happened at home with her. And I go to take off, and this is right after I just experienced that shooting. I was in this grocery store where the cops had a shootout with a drug dealer who just bought some drugs. And my dad was the one that got shot, and he has 7 bullet holes down the side. So that was traumatic for me. It's something I'm working through, and I'm much better. I can actually walk into the store. I can shop there. It doesn't affect me. But at the time, I was all wadded up. That had just happened recent. It was a recent event. And I get into the car, and I guess I rolled through some stop signs. I rolled through 2 stop signs. And what happened, it was a week after the shooting, and I see lights going. I get pulled over by the cops. 444 as I say this. And all of a sudden, it's just like everything in me, all the anger from the shooting, all the anger that I was experiencing with my daughter, all the anger from all of the busy work that I had going on at home, taking care of an adult full-time plus 3 children, being single, all, just all that stuff piling up. And this guy came to the car, and I'm running late for this appointment already, and I didn't want to miss it because my son, I love it when he goes there. It's fun to watch him, and he benefits from it. And the cop comes up, he's like, "Ma'am, do you know what you did?" I said, "No, I don't know what I did. What did I do?" And I was nasty to him. I was a total Karen in that moment, guys. I did. I was like, "Just go write the fucking ticket and let me go so I can call and cancel this speech therapy appointment with my son." He looks in the back and he's looking at my son. And I said, "Yes, he's buckled in. Miles, lift up your tablet." So he lifted up his tablet. And then he's like, "Ma'am, why are you so angry with me?" I said, "Look, I just went through a traumatic event with the shooting." He's like, "I was there too." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, you're motherfucking trained for it, son of a bitch." I went off on this guy. And then he wasn't even going to write me the ticket. And it just, all that anger came out about the event that happened, my daughter being late for this appointment, wasn't feeling like I had any time for myself. So I went off on him. I had a total Karen moment, and I ended up apologizing. He's like, "You know what? Fine, I'll write you the ticket." So he went back, he wrote the ticket, and then the waterworks just poured out, and then everything just poured out of me. And I realized in that moment, that video, 619, that's my mother, 916 is her date of birth, she's my angel. All that moment from my previous video came back. And I remember what I said, where it says, when you have those moments where you're just all wadded up inside and you have misplaced anger. Well, I did it on a cop. So when he came back to the car, he was explaining the ticket. I wasn't listening. And finally I said, "May I please say something to you?" I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "I've got so much on my plate." I said, "You have 2 or 3 cop cars behind there because you think that I was going to be crazy and get out and do something nuts." I said, "I'm not. I'm just really, really, stressed out at the moment." I said, "Seeing those lights triggered me because there was hundreds of lights, a week ago at the shooting, and then at the hospital, all these police officers talking to me. It was a lot, and I'm sorry that I took my anger out on you. It had nothing to do with you at all or this incident. It was completely misplaced anger, and I'm so sorry." And he said, "Thank you for saying that," and I went on my way. But in that moment, yes, I got a ticket. Yes, I yelled at a cop. Yes, I had a stressful day. I had a lot of contrast that day. But what that showed me is, eyes open, I do that to people sometimes. I misplace my anger when it's really something else. So this is something, it's just an example. This is something Source really wants you to work on at this time is, where is the stress really coming from? Another thing that they wanted me to mention is this is the time for you to really go balls to the wall, go after your dreams. Your dreams are not going to chase you. You chase your dreams. You close the gap. So if it's something that's new, maybe you're not good at it, you think it's insignificant, it is not insignificant. Don't compare your first chapter to somebody's 10th chapter or somebody's 20th chapter. When we do that compare game, we always feel like we're not good enough. So these feelings are being brought to the surface for you to look at. So if you do something like I said, shake your hips, get into dance. That J Bash song is going through my head. Wop, 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 wop. It's going through my head. So they really want you to let loose. Move your body, because when you move your body, you break up the dense energy pockets. It also helps to clear your energy. Drinking a lot of water is going to clear your energy. Yoga is going to clear your energy. Physical movement, taking care of your muscles, stretching is going to take care of your energy. I'm seeing somebody, I keep seeing something with somebody being wanting to be a designer. Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. Being, a famous designer. I'm also seeing somebody wanting to open up their own shop or a chain of shops and do celebrities, do high class clients, people, who have the means. 916, there's my mom. And they don't want you to think about, you not being as good as somebody else right now, not comparing. You have to start where you are. You are where you are, and where you are is perfectly fine. And just taking those baby steps, and when you have a moment where you're feeling insecure in the midst of trying something new, growth happens outside of the comfort zone. It doesn't happen inside of your comfort zone. Okay? It's time to create momentum towards the things that are going to fill you up, make you money, that you're passionate about. And I will tell you, I started doing this, like today has been one of the best days I've had in the longest time. And it's because I've done everything that I've been wanting to do to go towards my dreams. I had the best meditation. They gave me the advice. I took the advice, and I feel like a badass today. Yes, I'm tooting my horn. Toot, toot. And you should toot your horn too. Any progress that you make, progress, not perfection, okay? Progress will get you so far. And if you're trying to make something perfect from the jump, then you're always going to hold yourself back. It's time to let yourself be free and experience things. And when you try these new things, they really want you to focus on, like, stop and consciously think, man, I'm really calm right now, or I'm really peaceful right now, or that felt really good. But then all of a sudden you stop doing it and you start going back to the old patterns. If you're somebody, especially if you are a spiritual light worker, or you want to be a spiritual teacher or leader, there are things that you're no longer going to be able to do that you used to do. Maybe drinking's gotta go. It has to go. It totally calcifies your third eye. Okay, your pineal gland will get calcified. You want to activate, like electrically activate those rhombohedron crystals in your third eye. That's how you get those messages, and it becomes very clear. And you're also going to find that you're sensitive to food. Things that you used to like, things that you used to do, no longer work for you. Maybe you get an upset stomach. 11/19, that's my mom again, that's her date of death. You get an upset stomach. You get, it could be a number of things. You know, you start getting a headache, or you're really bloated, or you notice you wake up and you got big bags under your eyes and you're not sleeping well. So eating high vibrational, whole, nutritious foods, yum, 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 best thing for your body. Your cells will be jumping for joy, thanking you and praising you for that. 11:44 as I say that. Something else, it's time to have fun. All of this stress, all of this stuff that we're all going through, okay, different place, different face, same vibrations, say everybody experiences contrast. You cannot get away from that. That contrast is your best teacher. Does it feel good? No, it does not. Sometimes it's severe, sometimes it's less severe, but it's all about learning, like how I just gave that example. You know, I learned that I misplace anger, and I take time now, and I wrote a whole list of things that I want to be, things that I want to do, created a little bit of a plan, and I'm changing my language. I'm taking more time for myself. Like I tell my kids, I have to go take a mommy break. I am stressed out and I don't want to take my anger out on you. I want to decompress. When I'm ready to come out, I'll come out. Now, do they listen right away? My son, yes. My other son, he's better at it. My youngest son. But my daughter, she's like, but I just want to say this one thing. But she wants to just say this one thing 100 times in a row. This one thing 100 times, and I have to just say no. And I had to set some very strong boundaries with her, and it's working, guys. It's really working. So this is the time for you to do something for yourself to relax. If you have to take a few days as an emotional mental reset and not start the new, just to get yourself some rest, get yourself laughing, get yourself kind of moving your body, doing things that are interesting. I'm hearing someone here really likes to garden and grow vegetables, and you haven't really had a chance to do that this year, or you haven't felt the desire to do it this year. They want you to do that. And there's really a lot in the hips. I'm get my hips are feeling very tight right now, and you store all that trauma in your hip. That's to do with your root chakra and your sacral chakra, which is all about your solid foundation. That's all about you, self, and it's also all about your creative and sexual energy. Am I telling you to go out and sleep around? No. But if you want to tickle the thing, you tickle the thing, right? Don't feel ashamed of that. It's your body. If you can't make your body feel good on your own, how are you going to be comfortable with somebody else? I am hearing there's a lot of people wanting to know about relationships. When's this going to happen? When's this going to happen? The relationship happens when you're in a place vibrationally to attract the relationship you really want. If you want to meet someone who is committed, loyal, maybe financially stable, wealthy, likes to travel, likes to be, kind of laid back, you have to exude those feelings within yourself. You have to be able to match that vibration. Otherwise, you may have somebody who's perfect, everything that you want, but you haven't healed some things here in the past, and when you get together, you're like, it scares you, so you end up shutting it down and blocking it off. They don't want you doing that. I don't even need to pull the cards. I'm feeling extremely tapped in, and I'm getting ready to get off of here, but they wanted me to point that out, especially for Suzanne, Suzette, Susie Q. I'm hearing Susie Q. Maybe somebody calls you that. You have a passed on ancestor who calls you that. For sure. And then I'm going to just grab some letters for you to see who else, what letters are significant. If your letter is not called, but you resonate with this message, or you just came across this message, then this message is for you. There's something in here. And please be discerning. If it doesn't fit, if it doesn't make any sense to you, then don't take the message. I'm talking to people who really are going through some big transformations right now. Okay, I have the letter V, H, U. I just heard Ulysses. Umber. B, M, P, C. Oh, there's two. Look, there's two C's and they're stuck together. Two C's. So C's are significant. A, Q. Dig deep, they said. Dig deep. Okay. Oh my gosh. The word shag just came out together, and I just heard, you're shagadelic, baby. They want you to really dance with, just dance like nobody's watching. And if you dance, yes, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting ready to leave. If you dance and you start feeling, I'm seeing rag as well. Brag. Oh my gosh. Their source is bragging about you. I love you too, honey. I'll be out in just a second.
Okay, Mommy.
Yes, and I have XO together with a heart. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Yeah, you're being totally lifted up. You've got like an infinite amount of energy that is supporting you. Even, I'm hearing Arcturian energy, Pleiadian, Venusian. Yeah, you've got a lot of energy that's helping you. Okay. That song Halo by Beyonce is coming through. I can see your halo, halo. Yeah, they're saying they can see your halo. They want you to give yourself more credit and go for it. There's go right there. Yeah, go for it. Rise is right here. Okay, doing this, maybe there's something big about the physical movement to break up those energy pockets. I feel like you're a jack of all trades. You have the ability to be many things, and it's like people who went to school for this type of stuff for years. It's like you're learning it through experience, and you're going to be teaching them. Whatever it is. Okay, something about a lab. Maybe you work in a lab or you want to run a lab. Okay, they want you to, if you're taking classes, they want you to change your language, because apparently saying classes and, I have to go to school or I have to take classes, there's something about it that it affects your yes, my light just flickered. It affects your vibration, where you have resistance in that word, but change the word to lab. I'm going to go take my lab right now. I have a lab to do right now. Treat it, they want you to change the language so that you don't feel that resistance. So call it something different. It's just like we call God's source now, because when a lot of people, when they think of God, they think of how they were raised and what they learned in church about hellfire, damnation, and that's not what they want you to do right now. Okay, I will be posting tomorrow. I'm going to post this, but I need to go because, all right.
Hi.
Huh?
Can I say hi, Mama?
Poke your head right here, hon. My daughter wants to say hi. I know. I've had to get, my equipment was gone. I had to get everything set up again.
Oh, because you were getting it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like her new setup?
It's not complete yet. It's not complete.
This is just...
We're moving. Actually, that's another thing, taking a leap of faith. as an example.
This is just right here because there's a bunch of boxes behind her.
Yeah, I'm trying to pack. So they wanted us to move. We had a house that we were going to move into and sign the contract, and the house, we can't get the house now because the person who is going to sell the house is no longer selling it. They backed out of the sale. So they still want us to go, though. We have nowhere to go. Did it scare me at first? Oh my God, heavens yes. Scared the bejesus out of me. But now I'm fine with it. I'm actually very excited about it because I know Source is going to come through. All right. I love you guys. I will be back tomorrow with the cards. I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Remember to meditate.
Remember to meditate. Look at her. My little teacher here. Love and light, y'all.